Today we're just gonna do something really fun. My daughter's over there pranking me. So she's trying to repeat after me everything I'm saying. Why are you doing that? But hey. So today we're just going to make something fun, okay? We're gonna make a string puppet. We're not just gonna make a puppet. We're not just gonna use a paper bag. We're not just gonna use a sock. We're gonna actually create a puppet that moves like this. This is a puppet that I created yesterday. You know, it moves, it does its thing, you know. Yeah, we're gonna create something like this. We're going to make something move by manipulating these strings to make something else make a movement. How cool, right? So we have to start off by putting together this body. That's the first step. The second step is creating the handler. The third step is connecting the strings. So there's really only 3 steps. First step is the most complex. That's putting together the body, because if you look here, each piece of the body, like this is the arm, it has to have a piece of string in between. Why? Because these are joints. So you have to be able to move the hand like this. If not, the hand is just going to move straight like this instead of like this. It's going to move straight like this, and we don't want that. We want these legs to be able to be lifted. See? Lift that leg, lift that leg, lift that arm, you know? We want to be able to do that. Look at that arm and leg. Go ahead. You know? So, you want to do this? I know you do. Let's get busy! Okay. Now, let me put him over there. We are going to use whatever we find in the house like normal, you guys. So I have some old Legos. So I'm going to use lots of Legos to create the arms and the body. I found these little pieces of wood dowels. I've got 3 of these. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. But you're going to need pieces to create the body. You're going to need string. You're going to need, obviously, some scissors, you guys. And some sticks for the handler. Don't forget hot glue gun. Okay, so first things first. Let's think of how many parts of the body. Let's create the torso part, which is the part of your body that's like, you know, your chest, your stomach, this thick part. I found some Legos and I put together a body about this big. So here's my body. You guys know how to play with Legos. So this will take you a minute. I can even put a little extra layer on here. These Legos should stick together. You shouldn't have to hot glue them or anything like that. So this is my body because it has shoulders. Body over there. Now I need to create one arm. Actually, let me have this here so I can see. Now I want to create one arm. I need 3 pieces for each arm. Upper arm, this part of the arm, and a hand. The hand should just be 2. 2 of these small squares. Whatever you want to use. Okay. And then the other arm. Let me find some more of these. I hope I have enough of these Legos, because you know how when you find Legos that are just left over. Ooh. 1. Thank you, daughter. 2. And let's put this here. Oops, I said 2. 1, 2. Oops, I said 2. 1, 2. How many pieces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the biggest one. Okay, here we go. Now we got an arm, body, leg. I want my body to be maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe not. Because it's not going to be that far apart. It's going to be like that. And I'm going to put the string. I'm just going to hot glue the string onto here to make it quick and easy. But we're putting this together to see. My legs. What do I want to use? I'm going to use these. Or corks. I don't have enough corks. I guess I'll use these. I want my legs to be this. 1, 2, 3. I don't have another one of these. This cork. It'll work the same, but let's cut this. Let's cut this cork. Let's cut this. Let's make this cork the same size as this. Did you find one? Cameraman. It's okay, cameraman. Can you help cameraman see if he can find one of these? Cameraman, stay over here. Stay over here, cameraman. Okay. Here we go. I'm just gonna cut this. Ooh, thank you, Dota. Here we go. We've got 1, 2 legs and feet. I want the feet to be the long Legos so that they look like they're punking out. Like that. How's that look, you guys? Look at that foot. And I'm going to use this as the head. Oh my God, I'm so excited. That's what this is going to look like. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that about there. I'm going to put that about there. I'm going to put that about there. Now, I want to create the string. I'm just literally going to take hot glue. I'm going to put a piece of string going all the way around here. And then I'm going to put a piece of string going from here through these and through these. Okay, you do not have to try to put the string through the holes here. That's not necessary. And you don't have to try to put it right on top. Now, if you do put it right on top, that's cool. But you don't have to do it. So I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it the less complex way, you guys. And some of you guys are going to say, hey, I want to do it a little bit more advanced than that. And then you'll find awesome ways to take it to the limit. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to start off by connecting this arm to the shoulder here. So I need this to be, can you see this up close, camera? Make sure that we're seeing this whole entire body here while I attach these the right way. Now, we don't want this to be too far away from each other. I think the last puppet I did, I made the joints and things a little bit too far. And then that made it, it didn't move as much as I quite wanted it to, you know. And then let's put a piece there. So, carefully, because you don't want to get burned, get that string where it needs to be. Look, I accidentally touched the hot glue here, but it is still up for use. Come on now, get stuck. I wish there was an old school song that had getting stuck in it as far as the words go. That doesn't exist, okay? I don't know why. Okay, so we have these 3 attached. Uh-oh, we need more glue. They can't come off like this, friends. We gotta make sure that these Legos are holding this string correctly. See that? Can you see the joint in between there? See how there's space, space, space. That's the only way these pieces are gonna move independently, which means by themselves, not attached to the other Legos, which is now no longer Lego. It is now called an arm. So let's do the same thing on this side. Let's measure that. So how far apart do we want these? About there, there, and there. So we want to measure that there, and come down. Okay, we'll cut it about there. Yes! I feel blessed. Here we go. I'm going to do one piece at a time because I realized that this hot glue started drying pretty quickly on the Lego. Probably because it's plastic. I don't know. I might have made that up because I'm not sure. I need another rank up of this. We are getting there, friends. It is not going to take long. I'm just going to take my time though, and I am going to do these one at a time. Do you see that? Is that light enough, cameraman? Okay, I hope it is. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it in the light. Let's finish this arm. Make that go across. Put it under there. That was complicated when it shouldn't have been. Now, where's my third piece? Oh. Well, you're over here hiding out like, I don't want to go through what they went through. That's not bad. Come on. Squeeze down in there. Now let's let these pieces dry. While we now, oops, look at this. String to the shoulder. Look, hey, stop coming off. Let's reinforce this better. So now we have the arms and the body of the puppet connected. Move everything out the way so you guys can see what's happening. Now we need to do the same with this leg. And I want this foot to come out like that. It's kind of hard because this tablecloth is kind of bendy. But I'm just going to do one piece at a time. Let's measure the string. We're going to go from here, about there, to about there. So let's cut the string here. So you guys see what I'm doing, huh? See what I'm doing, huh? It takes a little bit of concentration, but not as much as you would think when you see that thing moving. You think that you would have had to do a little bit more to get it moving, but I think that making sure that if you use Legos, putting them together is one of the funnest pieces. One of the hardest pieces, I guess. Because this part isn't as hard as I imagined. It's the measuring, you guys. Make sure that you're not putting the pieces together like this. They have to have some separation. They can't just be, they have to have separation. Okay. So now that you know that they have to have separation, let's continue with this. All right. One leg. Second part of the leg. I'm gonna use scissors to poke this down because my skin gets caught like worse than scissors would. Yeah, this hot glue. But you gotta take your time and do it because the other glue doesn't quite work as hard. Work as good. Not for something like this that you really have to move around a lot. That could just break easily. I'm gonna put a little bit of extra glue here. Make sure that sticks. Look, that's only 2 parts of the leg. Whew. Third part. Take that right there. I can kind of press this down now. That should stick. Now, next leg. You saw what we did, didn't you? So let's do it again. And I'll be right back. Okay. So here's my body. I attached my other leg, you guys. So we need to attach the head. I'm using this thing because it's round, but you can use anything for your head. You can even use a ball. You can use anything. You kind of want your head to be big. You know, you kind of want it to be big, you know. Maybe I use both of these. But anyhow, just like all these other joints, your head cannot just be attached straight to this. It can't just be straight on this. It has to have some space. So we're gonna leave some space so you can see that space. See that space there? Come on top. See that space there? Okay, so when I attach my string, I'll just use one for now. Just make it easy. Why make it more complex? You know, I always like to make things not crazy. There's a hole inside of this. I want to use the hole just because, but that's just because there was a hole here. You can always try this technique even if there is no hole there. All I did is stick that hole in, I tied it, and I'm just gonna tie it in a knot. Because that way, I don't know, there's a hole there and I just used it, okay? Why not? Okay, all right, so I want this to be, let's say, about this height, about that much. Let's put our hot glue here. Let's hold this headager here down. See if we bring it down some more. So let's let that do its thing. We're gonna let that do its thing someplace over here. Everything seems attached. You stay over there. Stay over there, man. We have to make the controller now. Look up here. We have to make the controller. The controller is the part that's at the top, and you control the limbs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 limbs. Let's just make an X controller. So we just make literally an X. I want to use my X-Acto knife though, so that I can like kind of etch a little bit. You might have to get up close to this. Maybe you can take this to the sun. Cameraman, look. You might have to look up close here and watch me make this etch. See this? Here we go. That way I could just fit that in there much better. Here we go. I want that to dry. Some people put two sticks here because it allows for more control of the puppet. So, you know, this is the X. Let's just, so we can see all the different, let's do that second one. Just because, why not? I thought about it. I just took my X-Acto knife. Kind of like carving wood. It's like, we're in the woods and we're carving wood. That's how I like to say it. My daughter would be like, that's not how it goes. But we are allowed to change things. Always allowed to change things. So we want to let this dry. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck. Oh, dang. Stick. Hopefully this sticks without getting stuck, right? I think I'm gonna put another cross beam here. And you want to just make sure that the top is nice and secure. So mine kind of looks like a tic-tac-toe board at this point because I want to make sure that it doesn't fall apart at all. That I can put things and make sure it's being held properly. Like right here is where the head should be, but guess what? There's nowhere for the head. So I use 1, 2. I started off saying, hey, let's use 2 and create the X, which you can use the X. But then I'm like, I want more handle over it, right? So I'm even gonna go like this. The more sticks, the more control. The more limbs that can be moved. Like you can make your person hold a bird. Like there's a lot of things you can do. You can have an umbrella next to them and have one of the sticks controlling the umbrella. There's lots of things. You just have to work with your puppet a lot. See, this is getting dry. And this is going to be, as you see up top here, I use lots of sticks for this one to control it. So it can control the different limbs, right? So that is this. So now we have this. Oh, you guys did that. Now we want to place, cut off all these extra strings. Cut off all these extra strings. We use Legos to make a puppet. That's crazy. Cut. Body. Just get rid of them all together. Here's our person. Isn't that cool? That's our person. Now, let's make our person move. That's how we're gonna do it. We want our person to pull him up. Look like this. With his hands pretty much kind of down. We want to put our controller. Well, actually, move this down. Oh, look at those arms. They went up. We want to put our controller here. So, if you stand it up, the head will be attached here to the middle. And you want one arm attached to this string, to this, and the other arm, the string is going to tie here. So let's tie it. It takes about 2 minutes. So let's do this real quick. We need a string to go from the head up. I'm gonna use this hole because I already have it, but you can just hot glue the string from the head to the middle beam. Can you see all the little details here? To the middle beam. So here's the head, here's the middle beam. So this is how far up. Oops. This is how far up my puppet's gonna be. If some of you guys, you have a hard time tying knots, so have mom and dad or aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, whoever your special people are, help you with this. Look at how long it's taking me to tie a knot, so you're not alone. Come on! Okay, so the knot is tied. And I know that my puppet is gonna hang right there in the middle. I'm just sealing this so it doesn't slide around. Okay. Now, we said we wanted that there. We said we wanted the arms tied to these beams. So let's put the arms down. Let's get the string and let's measure from this beam to the bottom of the arm. It's about that long. So let's make it a little bit longer. So you see how I measured that? I just took the string from the beam that I'm using. You can either hot glue this. Best thing to do is to tie a knot right there. Right? And just go ahead and just put a little bit of hot glue. It's hard to tie a double tie right now because I made this a little short, but it's cool. And I'm going to put this to be controlled by that string. Same thing for, yes, same thing for this arm. From the beam to the bottom of the arm, a little bit longer, about that big, snap. Then let's tie that loop. Hope you guys can see my hands. Just tie it once. And then use hot glue. Just make things fast. And then we want to get that on there. Make sure that stays. There's that. Now we attach the legs. The legs are going to be attached to the back. Okay? So, now, I son, who's a cameraman, he said that I should make the legs longer because we were looking at the other one I made. He said, I mean shorter. I should make the string shorter. Isn't that what you said, cameraman? On the legs? Okay, cool. So let's try that. You know? You have to know how to take ideas and take, like, you know, constructive criticism and make your work, always make your work better. Because if you think you know everything, then you're not going to get far because you think you know everything. So what else is there to learn, right? So, glue it up, glue. That works. Come down to the foot. I want to make sure that I put this all correctly. Come down to the foot here. And glue this onto the foot. This is like the heel of the foot here. Can you see that? And do the same thing here. Try to get this up close. So we go from here to here. Then we cut. I normally do some of this stuff off camera, but I know that this project is quite complicated. Like, you guys are so smart and so innovative and just so imaginative that I already know that you would probably do a way better job than what I expected, because you guys always do way better than I expect. Always overachieving. Always. Okay, let's put this here. Oh my goodness, we're almost done. This makes me so nervous. Let that dry. So all these things I put hot glue on, I gotta let dry for a little bit before I pick up the puppet. Okay, so while this puppet is drying, I'm going to just cut off these pieces. Cut off your extra pieces of string on the ends of things that you will no longer need because we put hot glue on everything. So excited for this Lego puppet here. This is extra. What else is extra? This. Oops. That doesn't fall off. Alright. Okay, let me make this string a little bit tighter. Hold on. This is so cool. So cool. Okay. So I'm just gonna use hot glue to make that happen. When you get burned with that hot glue, it's so much. Dun, 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 dun. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up. Moonwalk. All right, you guys. Now make one of your own. You can decorate it. You can wrap. I was gonna wrap tape around it to make it be my color that I like, but I just decided you guys could do that on your own.